この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Princess Choo-Choo episode 88. Last week's episode, Princess Choo-Choo was, boring, normal, peaceful, nothing crazy going on, just a predictable, classic, standard magical girl episode where we did the cyclical thing that we've been doing the entire series. Nope. No, that's the episode where we revealed that the main rival for love in the classic shoujo romance sort of sense is actually also a dark magical girl with some kind of relationship to dark birds and crows and ravens and stuff, possibly, probably. The titular Rabe of Prince und Rabe, and, yeah, that's Rue, and, yeah, she dark, and she's scary, and she seems to have a split personality, kind of, and it kind of just flew out of nowhere. I mean, flew, like, literally spinning down from the sky, kind of out of the blue, or the dark night, whatever you'd want to think of it as. We had a bunch of images of Rue looking into reflections and seeing crows and ravens and stuff. Is that her and her soul, or is that Daddy Dearest watching over her, telling her to do the thing? I have no idea. I would like to find out many things. It seems like this might be the point in the story where shit gets shattered. The way I see it, like, Fakir and Muto are living this sort of try to keep our heads down kind of life, and Rue has been kind of doing the sort of same thing, although she's excelling as a dancer and stuff. She's been trying to just hold on to whatever fantasy bullshit she's been existing in, including loving Muto and all that jazz. And there were some lines about, like, I haven't loved Muto enough, and I don't know what that means, but it probably means something. Anyway, she's a bird person and a scary one and seems like a villain antagonisty person, but we don't know enough to know. Ooh. So, is Princess Krahe also Rue? Or is it an alter ego possession taking over your body because I'm the spirit of your dead dad bird person thing sort of situation going on here? I don't fucking know. If it is the latter, does that have anything to do with the heart shards? And is it somehow a ploy for the Raven to try to get released? I don't know. I just feel like we have reached the point where we're doing some reveals and stuff. And it's time to answer some questions. I want to know what Fakir thinks of this whole situation, if anything. I want to know who the fuck Rue is, for realsies. I want that backstory, at least a little bit. Or I want to understand something. What I'm kind of scared of is we don't yet know quite if we're going to do the classic Maho Shoujo sort of thing, which is that when the girls, though they're very recognizably the same character to us, the audience, appear in their magical girl forms to other characters who would know them by sight, the other characters do not recognize them. For example, in, like, just go back to Precure, because always Precure, anytime the girls are their cure forms, nobody else recognizes them. They're just like, oh, that's the legendary magical warrior Precure. I get it. And you, despite having the same hair color as my purple-haired friend, who I talk to on the regular, I don't think there's anything weird going on here. So it's totally possible that Rue and Ahiru, like, have no idea that that was Rue and that was Ahiru, even though it's super obvious to us. We'll have to see if Ahiru knows. She's a bit of a dum-dum, so maybe she won't know, but we also have to see if Rue will know. And if so, that might change the way that they interact moving forward, and that could be very interesting for teaching us, like, who these characters are and what they're actually about. Regardless, for all the jokes at the very beginning of this video, last week's episode was a big shakeup, and I would like to see where all the pieces end up falling. And that's my main goal going into this episode, is, like, I hope that there is some sort of exposition and revelation about what the hell is happening. If so, we'll probably find out in the next, like, 10 seconds, because it'll be in the intro. But we'll see. Also, apologies for yawning a bunch. I have no idea why. I slept really well last night, so I'm just yawny as fuck. Maybe it'll go away once I start drinking more of my tea, which actually I haven't had any of because it was too hot just a little while ago, so let me just... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was the problem. Should be better soon. Okay. Let's watch Princess Choo Choo episode 88. I've got episode 88 up and ready to go. It is sitting at 0 seconds. There will be two versions. The reaction, picture-in-picture version, the video up there, linked in the description. Timer up on YouTube with discussion at the end. If you want to sync up with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer will be coming at you soon. And I just want to note that King Records has been all up in my business about Princess Choo Choo. They haven't sent me any copyright strikes, which is actually quite unfortunate because I'm pretty confident in like fighting against strikes because there's an actually legally defined process for doing so. No, they've been blocking the videos via YouTube's claim system, which is a lot less easy to deal with because there isn't a legally defined process for dealing with blocks because they're a YouTube-specific thing that YouTube allows its corporate partners to do, which is kind of fucked in its own right. But regardless, the situation is just like they keep blocking inane like 1 minute portions of the discussion where there's anything on screen. So I guess what I'm just gonna do is like try not to play too much of the video during the discussion at any one point. We'll see if I can manage that. I don't know. The hard thing is like trying to manage when I'm talking versus when I'm moving through the video to find things. And that's why I try to lean toward like, I'll find this thing, let me cut here, and then have a break and then just find the thing. It's a little difficult. And it's something for me that I have to do like when I'm discussing, I have to be conscious of it. Otherwise it makes a lot more difficult work for me later in editing and it feels really weird. Anyway, this is all sort of on my end stuff, just like if discussion feels a little bit weird because of that, that's why, I guess. But yeah, King Records has been up in my business and I'd prefer if they stopped. Hey, King Records, dude, if you're actually watching any portion of this video, fuck off. Jesus. Whatever. Anyway, Choo Choo, I already did the spiel. Let's do the thing. Beep beep, timer. Okay. Not Mukashi. Excuse? Wait, is that Fakir? A warrior who took his friend's life to... That's up to... Okay. Friend who killed his friend? A warrior. Like a knight? Like a Fakir. Killed his friend? Killed... Shattered Muto? Himself? How much of Fakir's attitude is guilt? I've never seen him in that light before. That could work. Fucking love this OP. Alright, here we are. Is this Clocktown place? Where are we? Mm-hmm. What is that a wall around the town? I thought that was just a visual for like the intro parts. Okay, there's Muto. And there are rose petals falling. Somebody at the window throwing rocks? Rue, maybe? Nope. Ah, Hiru. Oof. Yeah, you've been noticed. Oh, okay. Romeo and Juliet, eh? Huh. Mm-hmm. I think no. I think the answer is absolutely not. If what we saw in the intro is okay. Thought it would be safer with people around. Hello, Rue. How you doing? How you doing? Do you know things about Tutu, or do you not know things about Hello? Yeah, how did that get there? Holy shit, she actually doesn't know, does she? Hi. Hello. Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, your curiosity. Which is a very perfect shard to have here. Why would curiosity lie? Hmm. Hmm. That I would very much like to know. I love these angles. Bling blong. Yeah. Lock that away into the box of memories. Ooh, that's a sad choo-choo. Pike and Lily. Ah, there we go. You saw her what? Oh, that. Fuck. Thanks. This is true. Sure. Yeah, please stop. Oh, thanks again. God. Mmm. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, bit of a ah. I'm gonna stick with my. Oh, hi, Muto. You're alive and stuff. Well, I mean, that's a relative thing. Oh, she's the best. What? No. Oh, hi, Fakir. Oh. That. And the reflection in the eyes. Awesome. Just fuck your nose, right? Oh, thanks, bro. perfect track for that. So perfectly threatening. Oh. It's way too complicated for you to grasp here. Oh, God. Oh, hi, Solitary Roo, trying to figure out your shit. Mm-hmm. And then... Mm-hmm. She is fully repressed. Got some fucking Shalon Davar going on here. Holy shit. That's amazing. Yes, it was. That was a hell of a glare. But you don't know. Oh, hi, Adel. Hit us with some wisdom, girl. Why are you hiding behind a tree? This is weird. Oh, it's Adel. Of course it's weird. More gems on offer. Okay. I mean, I don't think she can be in danger. That's dangerous territory, fam. Oh, no, 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 no. You have no clue. He's the enemy. Yeah. Is he? Did she take courage with her? She did. What? What? What is the goal here? Oh, are you seeking these lockers? Don't get wet. Oh, hi. You might be in that iguana's locker. Oh my god, you're in Fakir's locker. Wait, are you invisible? We're gonna find out who Fakir is really, because he doesn't realize that that's a person. He's an actually kind individual. Fucking hell. Ah, shit. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. All of our assumptions are wrong. Oh. Let me just pretend to be a normal duck really quickly. I'm just trying to... oh, my God. And this is exactly how he treats... Yep. Or he's got reasons for acting like that. It's not about the bread being tasty. That's the thing, he gains nothing. Dude, the dude in the suit and the ED is Fakir. That just, like, so confirms it. This is super interesting. Okay, okay, more Roo stuff, please. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, what did she write? Oh, shit. Oh, she heard you. But I want to. The fuck? You're doing what when I told you not to? She might. I believe that. That too. Oh, fuck. Ooh-ha. Oh shit. This is dangerous territory, isn't it? What you gonna do, Fakir? What you gonna do, Fakir? Oh, is she? Wait, what was that? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? Fakir, why do you have scars all over you and where the fuck are you going? The crypt. The skulls. The sword? And the gears of fate turn. Germanish. Fuck the what? Fuck the shit what? Well, that's sick nasty. So is he gonna try to break out the shards again and put Muto back to a state of emotionlessness so that he's safe? Quack. Yes. But you're planning to tell. Yep. Yeah. No secrets. Hi. Oh, let me just go get her really quick and just pull the Peter Parker Spider-Man thing. Okay. That seems like maybe weird. Oh shit, that's not good. Not if Rue can hear that. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Is she faking it now? Trying to pretend to be I'm the real one? Oh my god. Oh my god, Dross. Oh my god, he's right. Yep. This is the first time she has transformed for selfish reasons. But there is a shard in play, so. That was a lot. Dance battle. Dance battle. Dance battle. Dance battle. Dance battle. Dance battle. Uh. What? Oh! Oh! The mask, too. Ha ha! What? Muda, muda, muda. Okay. Oh, it broke. His mask falls off. Oh, yeah! What's up? Let me shatter your heart again. I'm gonna shatter his heart again. He asked him to do it. And she'll stop him. At his request, fam. Oh my god, the spotlights. Oh my god, just explain your shit, Fakir. He does as commanded. What happens if he has his sword? The trust. Oh, but you don't understand the dangers of that possibility. Whoa. Okay, that's some maturity. What? He's just out. Hi. Sure. Having curiosity, the desire for knowledge and answers would be great right now. That sounds lovely. Oh, that was a little smil. Little smil. Who are you? Oh, no. Oh, no, that is not a question that I am able to answer. Oh, no, don't say a thing. Don't you dare say. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry about the suffering, buddy. Just can't tell you that, because I'll turn into a ball of light and disappear. Which is real. Who are you? Well, it is, though. Fuck you, Dross, and fuck those ravens up there. Holy shit, what an episode. Oh my Jesus. What in fuck? What in fuck? Hi, Fakir. 100%. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, more Roo stuff. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh geez. All right. Just gonna pause there. What? I'm cool with all of that. Okay. The very first thing that came to mind in my brain space was masked Fakir. Wait, when he first. Hold on. Yeah, dude. The whole Fakir prep montage was so dope. The whole like creepy cry. They say like crare. I don't know. Maybe we should just call her Rue, but we have to distinguish that personality from the other persona. I don't fucking know, man. But when he appears, also this is just a cool way of doing this, and then showing the shock and stuff. The mask, I just think of Amon from Korra, and that just makes this doper for me, and that's it. Yeah. Holy shit. I was expecting things to get a little bit explodey after things started exploding last week, but this was a lot more. This was a lot more. Uh okay. Wow. Wow. Um Okay, so there are some cool pieces of animation and stuff, but honestly, I really only care about the dialogue. I'm gonna need to take a minute. I didn't prep this episode beforehand to move into my editor, but I'm going to do that right now. And for a portion of it, we're just gonna go through just the script and just the subtitles. So give me a minute and let me run some FFmpeg scripts on this video and do the thing that I need to do with it. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so while my editor's going and just getting itself ready to rock and roll, I just ripped the SRT. I just ripped the subtitles to a text file, because that's pretty easy to work with, and then I can just skim through it. It's actually something that I should probably consider doing more frequently, simply because it's really hard to like skim through the video for particular lines that you're looking for, and I often care about phrasing, like particular phrasing. Okay, very first thing noticeable in this episode was it wasn't Mukashi, it was Mukashi. Okay, so we're in a different epoch, essentially, is the way that reads to me. Like long ago is the mythical era, right? It's a long time ago. I can still remember blah blah blah, right? And yes, that was long time ago. I can still remember. I can only think of the Weird Al version. Whatever. Long ago there was a warrior. So this is like in the modern time. Long ago, but modern time. In order to protect his friend, the warrior took his friend's life. Okay, that's one segment. Long ago there was a sword. The sword had continued to fight for the sake of peace. It realized that in order to protect the peace, it had no choice but to kill the one who wielded it. Thus, it took its master's life. The sword is sentient? Possibly. Or the sword we're talking about here is just Fakir again. Right? Like, personified. Or whatever the embodied. I don't know. The opposite of personified. The warrior and the sword had no choice but to do as they did, but was that really what they ought to have done? That is such an interesting line to me because of the inclusion of the word ought. Should here would work as well, but ought is a stronger word. Like it's technically stronger. How do I put this? Okay, so I've mentioned this before a few times, but I used to do debate in high school, and I started in Lincoln Douglas debate, which is moralistic and philosophical in nature. So the questions are open-ended philosophical questions, like stuff about like animal rights or things like that. It's less about policy decisions and pragmatism and utilitarianism, and more about moral imperative. And the thing about the word ought is that almost every resolution, which is the topic to be argued about in Lincoln Douglas, and in policy for that matter, contains the word ought. And when you're setting up the debate round, and one of the things that you have to do as a debater is you need to define your terms, and that means defining the terms of the resolution, of the topic. Otherwise, your opponent can fuck with you and say, oh, this topic that says that we ought to instill like something about animal rights is actually about soda, and we shouldn't have soda in schools because soda is bad. And if you don't properly define your terms, they can get away with that and basically negate your entire argument because they're arguing about something different. It's fucked, but it's true. So the word ought is one of those words that always appears in those resolutions because it indicates moral imperative. It indicates a moral should. The moral ought is huge. So here, they had no choice but to do as they did. There was no other option, and yet we still question the morality of the decision to go through with that. That's really interesting if you think about it, right? Even if you had no other option, was it okay? Was it right to do what you did? I don't know. We don't know. And the show refuses to tell us. Uncertain of the answer even now, they wander aimlessly. That's a lot. Okay. Scrollity. Cryhead dressed like a blackbird took my heart shard. And then tell me, Fakir, don't I need to regain my heart? And Fakir goes, just forget about it. Just like, shut up, dude. I don't want to deal with this. And he says, I brought you back here because I thought it would be safer with people around. Why would that be safer? Maybe because, like, they're hiding from something? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, and then Rue wakes up. Desire for knowledge exists. Don't remember how you brought me here. Why do you don black feathers? And she flips. No. Whoa. Which is the real you? Who are you really? Wow. Okay, then there's the whole segment with the stepsisters. And then we move into Muto. Okay. The stepsisters segment, the duck Ahiru meets real Fakir without his guard dog hackles up. That's the whole situation, isn't it? Like, Ahiru has been getting weirdly close to Muto, and so Fakir's hackles raise, and he like lashes out like, get away, get away, get away, get away, rah 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 rah, like a Rottweiler chained to the front of the yard. Rah 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 rah. Go away, postman, go away. He only can open himself up to something that he thinks is harmless and has no threat. But that's so important that we get to see through the veil, behind the mask, literally behind the mask. And his mask literally cracks in this episode. He attempts to again don the emotionless mask of like the fighter warrior that he's apparently supposed to be and has been in the past. And he can't do it. He's not able to do it because of the people who were there. Oh my god. And Muto takes it upon himself and it gives up because Tutu has shown him like the possibility of a better option. Even though he can't even comprehend why he would have done that in the first place and is just taking Fakir's word for it out of like the purest trust. What is this episode? Okay, I gotta import this thing into the thing and then we'll be good to go in just a sec. Blah, blah, blah. So there's a bunch of stuff and a bunch of things, and basically stuff really starts happening once we get to here. This whole situation with Rue freaking out is kind of amazing. I love the way that she like slaps the heart shard and it just disappears before she can get to it. Like hee 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 hee. Except that it's actually meaning well, and she's sort of torn up on the inside. Very Shallan-y, but I'm not gonna spoil that. Okay, goofy things with Pike and Lily, I think those are their names. are wonderfully goofy. The way that they push her down the whole thing is wonderful, and I just want to see the cut. Because I thought I saw eyes and hair and stuff flaring. Oh, yep, there are some eyeballs, some double eyeballs, some multi-arms, and some spinny spins. Excellent. And I love how she's just like, yes, go! Oh, wait, where are you going? And purple hair is just like, holy shit, we just threw her down a hill. Yeah, kind of horrifying, and I just skipped to the beginning accidentally. Whoops. And yeah, them just marching her around is great. There are a lot of, like, fun, interesting angles over the course of this episode. Like, that one down the hill, multiple angles of, like, up in corners of rooms looking down with lights or fixtures in the way, sort of blocking parts of the frame and creating odd and interesting angles. Sort of puts us in, like, the dementia experience of being Rue right now and having your whole reality shaken, which I think is the intent, and I think it's effective. This is, you know, classic goofiness, and then the way she just, like, spins away because she's a goober. It's, Goofy Ahiru carries the show, and I've said it before, but like, Goofy Ahiru just carries the show. Okay, but then Fakir shows up, and we get the glariest glare that we've ever gotten from Fakir by far. Actually, I think that's a great way of thinking of him. He's a Rottweiler. He's just chained there and don't come near my house. But you know, if you throw like a cute toy in there, he's like, oh, it's all, which is exactly what Fakir does with the duck. Yeah, you know, he is a total dick, way more than he needs to be. You're such an eyesore. Gosh, Ahiru, stay away from Yuto. Yeah, roses on tables seem to be a thing. I don't know how to think about that. There was a like group of roses with fallen petals on Muto and Fakir's table. I don't know if there's intentional symbolism there, but whatever. And here's Rue just freaking out, trying to figure out what the fuck happened last night, because she went on a blackout bender and has no clue. And bells are ringing and chimes are happening and yada yada. Okay, so Adel seems like solemn when she arrives this time, and I don't know how to feel about that. Is that just her normal I'm a mechanical automaton sort of thing going on here? Or is she actually feeling feelings? I can't tell. Maybe she's not happy with the way that this story is going, but has no choice but to follow Drosselmeyer's orders, is just a vibe that I get from Adel in this moment. I don't really know. It's all just because her eyes look sad. I don't know if that means shit. Regardless. Hi, Adel. Hello. Yes, all is terrible. I want to save Muto from Fakir. And she immediately picks up on this and talks about Fakir. Yeah, right. The name of this gem is courage, blah, 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 blah. Should I work together with someone, but with whom? Can't put Rue in danger. Ha, 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 ha. I don't think you can put Rue in danger, honestly. But then she thinks if she could talk to Muto and tell him that she's Choo-Choo, then maybe things work. Probably not. And of course, the way that she thinks about this is the funniest idea. Together we might be able to stand up to, oh yes, the real villain of this story, Fakir. That's who the bad guy is. We need to be able to stand up against him. When the reality is that Ahiru probably will find out eventually that her best course of action at this point would be to go to talk to Fakir, tell him that she is Choo-Choo and wants to get the prince's heart back and needs some info, some deets, some understanding of why he's in her way. That would be great. And it seems like if she and Fakir were on the same team, maybe they could stand up against, I don't know, Rue, or I don't know, whatever is evil about Muto that Fakir hasn't told fucking anybody about. Maybe. So, yeah, Fakir has screwed his own pooch because he's made himself out to be too much of a bad guy, you know? Yeah, alright. So Iguana Boy comes in, and we get the impression that Iguana Boy is spooky for some reason, but we don't really know. Fakir hides the duck as if hiding the duck from Iguana Boy, which is interesting, but he is instantly kind and compassionate toward a helpless creature, which is basically like, this is like the opposite of the Iraqi dog kick, you know? Like, when Hirohiko Araki wants to make you understand that bad guy is bad, bad guy kicks a dog or kills a dog because that's how Araki does that. This is like the polar opposite. This is like, oh, he's a good boy because he was good to a cute innocent thing as opposed to being bad to a cute innocent thing. So like in the same way that a character can be as outwardly charming as Dio, and then kick a dog and let you know immediately, like, oh, that's a fucking asshole over there. A character can be as outwardly prickly and rah, 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 as Fakir, but you know he treats a duck real nice, and so he's probably a pretty good boy. It's also pretty strong evidence for the ending sequence where we have somebody looking at Ahiru and she looks up lovingly at that person. It just seems to work out, you know, just a little bit. Whatever. But he is kindly to the duck and gives the duck some bread. And then basically ends up, he's like, the way that he leaves is interesting to me, I think. Yeah, she's like, quack, 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 just trying to, please leave me alone. Hurry on home. Don't come around here anymore. Yeah, this place is dangerous. Stay away. Exactly how he acts toward people around Muto, right? Don't come near him again. It's dangerous. Get away. But it's also dangerous for Muto, right? Who was that boy? Because that ain't the Fakir we know, but it is. It's just a different side of a person, right? Of course, definitely a bad guy. And she's right that she shouldn't take one instance of a person being kindly as an indication of that's his real self. But honestly, in the same way that she uses that one moment when she saw one smile on Muto's face to convince him to not stab himself through the chest, this is the one moment where I think she sees the real Fakir. That one moment that we see the real Fakir, except for those moments where he's like seriously struggling, obviously, and not sure what to do, right? Probably because the what to do is a last resort that he does not want to take. He had to stab his assumedly best friend and commander and prince because he does answer his orders when commanded, right? When Muto, it's instant. We'll get to it, but when Muto says like Fakir no, Fakir just fucking stops, as though he's had like a decade of being commanded by this individual and trusting this individual and this guy being his fucking prince. He just stops. Good soldier style. Which means that Fakir was fucking ordered to kill Muto by Muto, right? Like, that's the implication here, is that he did this on his prince's orders. In fact, it's not even implied. There's a specific line later where it's explicitly stated, isn't it? Okay, regardless, we have this whole sequence where Muto, for the first time in a while, or in ever, straight up genuinely denies Fakir when ordered to do something. Right, when I say no, it's no. And he just goes, no, I refuse. And he attempts to use, like, physical harm, and we see in this moment, just a little bit, we see that Fakir is just struggling. He's like, it strikes me as like, camp counselors who don't know how to control kids. There we go. I worked as a camp counselor for a couple of summers for a stay-away camp, and I actually ended up being like a lead of the camp for a little while, and there were some of the other counselors who just didn't know how to manage kids, and so when kids would do things that they didn't like they didn't know what to do about it, and so they would like yell and scream or like think about getting physical, and they were well trained enough to not get physical with kids because that would be horrible. But you see this in bad parents too. Parents who don't know how to control their temperamental children will jump to anger, jump to physical threats, anything they can do to be like, no, you can't have that fucking toy, kiddo. No, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. When I tell you something, it's the word of God, right? Like, that's not how you create authority for a child. And so what we have here is Fakir, as far as we know, a teenager, attempting to parent another teenager who is mentally much younger and struggling, and he jumps immediately to a bunch of bad ideas and bad ways of managing the temper and desires of the child that he's meant to take care of. That's a very interesting way of looking at things. He's a really immature, inexperienced parent who shouldn't be a parent, is Fakir, but he's in this position where he has no choice, and he's the best that Muto has, essentially. Ooh, that's a really, like, dark way of examining that, but it's really cool. Okay, can no longer stop him with words, and then Rue is off running around with her stuff. Dude, Fakir's getting ready montage shit is so dope. Along with Rue running, it's just all these things all combining, and of course, Drosselmeyer is in play here. He's in play between those two lines, and we see this. We see upon Fakir's back and upon his chest an immense number of incredibly large, like, full body scars. Scars in a row, like a giant set of crow talons, perhaps, raked across his body. On the back, it's more like one bigger scar. How many talons? The crows have 3 up front and 1 in the back, right? I don't actually know. I don't know. Raven talons. Yep. 3 up front and 1 hooked claw in the back. Maybe a great wound sustained fighting the Raven. Whoa. Okay. And then this place that he goes into, this crypt. I wonder if it's the same crypt that we went into to find the candle thing. I don't really know. But we pull the sword, and it's Drosselmeyer's voice that we hear, right? Yeah. It's fully Drosselmeyer in play. Gears turn above it all. Yeah, this is at work. And so Fakir dons the mask and takes this to a fountain, drips blood into the fountain, and then sticks the fountain water becomes dark, evil-looking black, which then sucks up the sword, which is kind of like rusty on one edge, or bloody, or something. I don't really know. Like, we see this, right? One side of the sword is more reddish than the other. That's super weird. Okay, and then it sucks up the blackness, he holds it up, it is a black blade that then shatters out to form the actual blade, but why was this whole thing necessary? No idea. Regardless, the whole situation is fucking badass, and it's really hard to not feel like, oh shit, Fakir's cool. Because Fakir's fucking cool. Alright, and then we have this conversation, and it doesn't go super well until it goes super well, which is that, Rue sees this, and then the Raven takes over because it seems to have something to do with negative emotions and jealousy. That fire effect in her eyes is pretty dope. Ooh, yeah. Pretty cool. And I guess this is her transformation. This is how she transforms. She just becomes wind and then appears out of wind and stuff. Kind of horrifying. Not as horrifying as the little dancey thing that she ends up doing. And it is kind of important, I think, that Ahiru transforms in this moment, not knowing that there is a shard in play. She transforms for personal, selfish reasons, and it doesn't seem to matter. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? I think so. Okay. They all belong to me, oh god. And the suffering of the prince, and then the whole creepy dance that she does, which is very not good. Not likable. Fakir yells this out, are you the manifestation, a manifestation of the Raven? And they dance together in battle, which is cool. He, like, nicks the side of her dress, and the shard, knocking the shard away, which somehow causes the Raven to shatter into pixels? I don't really understand that part of things, but she just loses all understanding of herself, and we get to move along toward other things. And his mask is cracked, which is very, very interesting. And holy shit, what a reveal. Fucking half mask Fakir. Yeah. And then it becomes the play. She goes for the fight. He goes for the sword himself. And she convinces him because that's the real you and I want to see it. Oh no, what have you done, Choo-Choo? What have you done? Regardless, Muto now has, once again, grabbed the shard of curiosity. Which means it's quite possible that we'll start getting more answers as we move along. I also think that this segment from Choo-Choo here is like genuine maturity that she hasn't expressed before. That her capacity, even as a magical individual, is highly limited, that she can't prevent suffering because all she can do is restore his heart. It's up to him what to do with the emotions that he gains back, huh? That's how I would read it, at least. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And that's a terrifying, terrifying, terrifying question to ask. Because she cannot tell him that. But when those eyes look at her, she's tempted to, right? How fucked would it be, just throwing this out there, if Dross is just lying? If there's no negative ramification for telling him that she loves him? If the entire joy in suffering that he gains from the story is a character who could, at any point, reach out and grasp what they most want in the world? Resisting the urge to do so, constantly tempted and constantly turning away from that temptation because she believes that it will harm her. That's fucking interesting, isn't it? What was the line from Adel? Accept and glory and May those who accept their fate find happiness. May those who defy it find glory. Okay, wait. What if that means that if Ahiru accepts that her fate is that if she reveals her love to the one that she loves, then she stops being Princess Choo-Choo? And she does it, having accepted it, and it's a lie, and she gains happiness because of that. I don't know, it could work. It could work, maybe. Or she could accept it, turn into a duck, and still end up with Fakir. I don't know. Was what the sword pierced the prince's heart, or someone else's? Oh, jeez, man. Oh, jeez. So now we have our two core female characters struggling with identity because they're fucking magical girls who can turn into other people. But, you know, Rue gets, like, completely taken over, which is really worse. Way worse. We've got Fakir, who just got screwed over in so many ways. Oh my gosh. This is a big turning point episode. I'm so excited for the future. This was also a wonderfully directed episode, I think. I mentioned before some of the things with the particular angles and stuff, but a lot more than that. The sequence with the sword awakening thing was amazing. The whole sequence with Rue dancing with Muto was really creepy in exactly the way that it was intended to be. The whole tense situation with Muto and the sword, and Fakir and Rue, and the whole situation was super well done, and the whole episode just sort of drips emotion, so I'm really curious about who was responsible for this one. Let me take a second to look it up on ANN. Okay. Mamiko Ikeda, who also wrote episode 5, wrote this episode, and Kyoko Sayama, episode directed and storyboarded. This is the first episode that Sayama has directed. We've looked at Ikeda before, the scriptwriter, and we didn't find super much that was super duper useful there, so that's okay. Kyoko Sayama, I don't know much about you. Wife of animator Tetsuya Kumagai. Oh shit, that's pretty cool. Let me see. What have you done? Some Aria, some Asteroids, some Railgun. Lots of like individual storyboard and individual episodes. Bunch of episodes of High Score Girl, Dungeon Day. A bunch of like light seasonally type of shows. And a few things that are a little bigger, like storyboard 9 episodes of Nana, Natsume Yuujinchou Roku, 2 episodes of No Game No Life. She worked on a lot of Madhouse shows, which is interesting. Oh, and directed the ED. That's kind of cool, of Princess Tutu. Oh, alright. Neat. Psycho-Pass 2? Alright. Bunch of random storyboard and episode direction. I think definitely an individual to keep an eye out for. I wonder if we could pick out Kyoko Sayama's episodes of like a simpler show like Dungeon Day. Whether there's any flair to them. I don't really know. Okay, cool. Well, I'm a little bit stunned by this episode, and I know that I've missed some things that I definitely wanted to talk about in this episode, because this one had a lot of Fakir, a lot of Rue, a lot of like answery stuff, without really answering things. Boy, oh boy, am I happy that Muto has the Shard of Curiosity, and boy, oh boy, do I hope that he starts asking some fucking questions. Because I get the impression that if he starts actually asking questions of Fakir, Fakir will answer them, potentially in the hope that Muto, if all of his faculties return, will make the same decision that he made before and stab himself through the heart again, because that's the right thing to do. I could see Fakir like going along with this whole situation, like, all right, we'll restore all of Muto's heart shards so that he realizes that he needs to not have those anymore because it's really important. I don't know, dude. This was a crazy episode. I enjoyed it to hell and back. I hope you enjoyed it too. This show continues to be enthralling all the way through, and each episode just seems to go by so quickly with so much happening in it. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna wrap. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Princess Choo Choo episode 8. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and if you have any comments or thoughts that I've missed or anything, throw them in the comments, and I hope to catch you next week for episode 9. See you there. Peace.